Welcome to Acres of Reed daylily video. We're doing a video on daylilies because we recently discovered that they are edible, and we probably have 100 stalks in our yard, and they're edible. Every part of it is edible, in fact. The flowers are really good raw, just straight. Literally, you just pluck off a leaf and eat it. It tastes like sweet lettuce. Yeah, sweet lettuce, which is excellent in a salad. You know, a lot of times you get salad and you end up with a bit of a bitterness to it. There is absolutely no bitterness. So we found that this is really good as a salad. In fact, we've been making it without even dressing, but it'd probably be fine with salad dressing too. It just makes a really nice, sweet, crunchy addition to your salad. Very similar in texture to a crisp lettuce leaf too.
Oh, yeah.
So that's been nice. You can also cook the flowers, and we'll show you that in a little bit. You can saute them with a bit of butter, salt and pepper, and that's really yummy. What do you think the cooked ones taste like?
The cooked ones taste like
They definitely had a cabbage, well, the flower.
The flower cabbage.
The flower tastes like cabbage. It definitely has a cabbage texture. It has that cooked cabbage texture when it's cooked. The buds, as she was starting to tell you, are also edible.
Yeah. Asparagus. Yep.
They do. They taste like asparagus. So when the buds are cooked, they have a nice asparagus type flavor. Again, we just sauteed them. I understand you can boil them too. We've not really done that because they're just so tasty sauteed. So that is the bud. The actual leaves are these long, fat leaves. You can't eat them now because they're just way too fibery. We're right in the middle of summer. We tried, it doesn't work. But you can't swallow it. But
You can't chew it.
in the spring, when they're young and tender and just 3, 5, 6 inches long, they're supposed to be very tender and also edible, similar to onion or asparagus in flavor. So we look forward to trying that next spring. You can also eat the tubers. The roots are a potato-like white tuber. They're good raw or cooked. Raw, I guess you could put it in a salad like a crouton or just crunch on it. It's supposed to be nutty and buttery. We haven't had the pleasure yet. We're actually going to wait until it is later in the fall, because that's supposed to be the best time for eating them, is later in the fall, when they have stored up all of their carbohydrates and starch and nutrients to last for the winter, last through the winter. So when they're getting ready to overwinter, we're going to thin them out, which they desperately need thinning, and we're going to eat them this time. Then that also gives them more room so that they can propagate and grow, because they do make more prolifically. So this is our daylily harvest, and what we're going to do is just go around, and all you do is just pluck off the leaves, or pluck off the flower, and girls can go ahead. We're only going to harvest, we have about 30 open daylilies. Now remember, daylilies are called daylilies because they last a day. We're only going to harvest no more than 24. I've got 2 more here, add them to our total. We're only harvesting 22 to 24, and the reason we're only doing that for this morning is simple. My dehydrator is currently half full of basil. So whenever we're dehydrating, like the other day we were drying our lemon balm from our tea garden, whenever we're using the dehydrator and it's time to harvest the daylilies, we've learned to just harvest what we can process, and then by the end of the day, as they get condensed and I can move them on the trays down, pack them down, we'll do another round of harvesting tonight for what's remaining. That seems to work out a lot better. They'll stay fresher on the vine than they will in a bowl of water on your counter. So that works out pretty good. So what we're going to do is we're going to harvest a nice good handful of buds and of flowers. We're going to take them inside, show you how we process them for tea, show you how we cook them, eat them, and we'll be back in a little bit.